I have a question that I would love to answer in this segment, and the question is, what is the difference between dating and courtship? Or what are we supposed to do during the dating season or the courtship season? You see, one of the things that you must not do is to treat your dating season or courtship season as if it is a marriage. What do I mean? It is to treat your boyfriend or girlfriend or even your fiancé as a husband or wife. That is a very huge mistake. And the reason why so many people are disappointed in their marriages or they are struggling in their marriages is because they skipped levels. They jumped straight into behaving as married couples even when they were still dating or in their courtship, and that is a huge mistake. What do I mean by that? They began to enjoy the benefits of marriage without the commitment of marriage. And that's the reason why so many people have entered marriage as complete strangers. Why did they enter as strangers? Because they did not do what they were supposed to do in the dating season, which is to know each other. They did not do what they were supposed to do in the courtship season, which is to prepare for the marriage. Instead, they were behaving as married couples, as people who are already married, even without the commitment of the marriage, and doing the things they were not supposed to do. You see, dating season is more like when you are being interviewed for a job. There is no commitment at this level because you have not yet been found as being qualified for the position in that company or for the position that you've applied for. At this level, you are still free to go and interview with another company because you have not yet been shortlisted for this job. They are still checking you out to be sure, are you fit for that position that they seek to give you? So you must also treat your dating season like that. There is no commitment yet, which means that there should be no benefits or expectations from each other. Instead, you should be spending enough time interviewing each other and getting to know each other so that you don't enter marriage as strangers. Now, most of us, instead of doing or treating our dating season as an interview season, we are busy treating our dating season as intimate season. We are engaging in intimacy, physical intimacy, instead of interviewing each other. Now, courtship, on the other hand, is more like when you have been shortlisted for the job. They have interviewed you, and now they have given you the promise of the job because they have found you meet and fit for that job. There is a certain degree of commitment at that level. Why? They have promised you that job. However, you do not jump straight into the company and begin working or start working and expecting benefits at the end of the month. It does not work that way. Before you start to work, you must receive a formal appointment letter. This is more also the same with courtship. After the engagement has happened, you should not begin to cohabit. You should not move in with each other. You should not begin to have sex with each other because you are not yet married. Yes, they have promised you marriage, they have proposed to you, and you have accepted the marriage, but you don't begin to behave like married couples. You must wait until you have received a marriage certificate, which in this form is like the appointment letter, before you begin to behave like marrieds. Now, how do you acquire that marriage certificate? First of all, it means you have gone through the dating season. You have gotten to know each other well. And now the gentleman has proposed the marriage to you and you have accepted the marriage. You begin to walk the season of preparation, which is the season of courtship. Now, you need to understand that the procedure in into acquiring a marriage certificate also involves visiting the parents from both sides to receive their blessing and permission to get married. Some of you don't understand that without permission from parents, there is no marriage. You don't understand that. And for us here in our cultures here in Africa, that's when you do kuchala, that's when you do the introduction, and then maybe when the parents have asked certain gifts from you, which we call dowry, it has already been paid, so they write a formal letter consenting you to get married. And then maybe they also bless you, but you don't jump straight into the marriage after that. You need to go through premarital counseling, which so many of you have been dodging. And then finally, after the counseling, you go ahead and do the wedding. On the wedding day, that is when you exchange vows. I want you to understand that without this process, you can't receive a marriage certificate. And without a marriage certificate, it is illegal for you. Both it is dishonoring to the parents and dishonoring to God, and it is going against the word of God when you choose to jump in straight into the marriage without going through that process. So, what are we supposed to do during that dating season? Interview each other. Get to know each other so well. Ask as many questions as possible on everything. Do not leave anything behind. Ask it. And then finally, when you have considered each other fit for marriage, you begin to walk the courtship season. In the courtship season, you must take time to prepare for the marriage. So many of you prepare more for the wedding than you do prepare for the marriage, and that's where the problem is. And how do you prepare for marriage? You must go through a series of premarital counseling so that your eyes can be opened on so many things around marriage. Don't cohabit or move in with each other at this time. Don't have sex at this time. Instead, be preparing yourselves for that marriage. That's what I wanted to share with you on what we should do during the courtship and dating season. See you again next week, and God